Can we get this in there?
Yep.
Apparently this is Roy G now. Austin City might need to do something about this. People are just driving their cars wherever the heck they want. What's happening, you guys? Back here for day 17 of Vlogmas in the heart of Austin, Texas, and one of my favorite courses I've ever played, better known as Roy G. Guerrero Park. This one's a beautiful wooded track. I like to call it Power Woods. This course is prime for a disc golf pro tour. Let's get it on there, awesome people. Where are we at, organizers? Let's go, man. Roy G. Guerrero. Let's go. This is the spot. This is disc golf right here. This is it. Starting on hole one with probably the easiest of the par fours on this track. Still gonna take 2 good shots to get a birdie though. 720 feet. You wanna push it out straight for about 350 feet, bend left at the end of your flight, and then take it into a little protected, elevated green. Gonna play my rive on a hyzer flip here on one. A little straighter than I wanted, but that'll play. 275 to the bucket. Gonna play a little baby turnover with my faith. That'll do. Little park drop to start. On a course full of tough to get birdies, you always want to start off on hole one with one of them. Let's go. Hole two is missing a T placard, unfortunately. It's a par 3 in a 330 foot range. You gotta move your disc out straight and then have it gently fade to the left in the mid-flight. Prime for a little backhand for a right-handed player. Something neutral and stable. I like the fairway driver here, going with my beat-in Opto Pioneer. This one's pretty straight, but still got some stability to it. Little pro tip if you're ever playing Roy G. Guerrero, the front of this tee box right in the middle has a pretty smooth spot because a lot of people come and warm up on this hole and start here. So play about 2 to 3 feet back and off on the right side of this tee box for some texture, as well as to open the gap up. Yeah, classic park drop there, a little deep. Should be about 12 feet. A little 6-footer for birdie. Let's get it. Hole two, another one of the softer holes. They throw you some easier ones here to start out at Roy. You want to grab them because the back gets tough. Hole three is one of the harder birdies you're gonna find. 444 feet on a dead straight line. You've got a high floor here with these mounds. A little bit of a canopy as well, so you can't use a ton of airspace. The left and right are shaped up with some trees also. This one takes a nice full flat rip on a distance driver. You can kind of go hyzer flip here or use a flat drag over shot that fights back. I feel like the flat shot helps keep your ceiling lower. The hyzer flip likes to rise, so that's why I opt for a little bit of a flatter release here. Taking my rive. Oh my gosh. That thing lost speed and took a massive skip left. I thought I might have an ace run at first, but I needed to put a little more stank on that thing. Pin high here, just needed a little more flatness out of the hand. Got a 45 footer though. Oh, just needed a couple more inches. Hole three is definitely one of those birdies that if you pick up, you're gonna get strokes on a lot of the field. Got a self par this time. Hole four is a beautiful par three. Nice little right-hand backhand turnover shot or a tight flip up the straight forehand for a right-handed player. It's gonna play just under 380 feet. It's got some terracing leading up to the green as well as dropping in off the tee, creating a small valley effect. It's just a great optical hole and it plays well too. Gonna play my Opto X compass, force it over, let it fight back to flat slowly as it goes. little heavy on the turn there. I got another jumper, probably 50 footer. Got a 60 footer here. Roy G is one of those tracks where if you're not throwing real crisp off the tee, you're gonna have a lot of circle two looks. Oh, on the middle, I'm on line, just gotta get my height right. Bit of a late release off the tee there. Gotta settle for another par. Gonna try to keep a clean card out here today. You hear him. Ever since I've been a kid, I've always been fascinated by ants. These harvester ants right here take leaves and other biomaterial underground and grow fungus off it, and they use that as a food source. Pretty cool, little chemists. On a course of hard to get birdies, hole 5 is one of the hardest. 850 feet. You got woods on either way the entire way. Really got to throw it straight, land flat in the fairway here. Distance driver off the tee or fairway driver, whatever you can finish nice and gently. Gonna take my fresh drive, pull it over a little bit, let it fight back. Didn't fight as quick as I thought it might. Gonna be on the right side there. A little bit to the right here, but we got an alleyway to make progress. Nice hard forehand. There we go, that was a good hit. Should have a long chip at the basket, maybe 140 feet, 120 feet. 80 footer for birdie. Oh, needed a couple more rotations on that one. Not a bad run. Gotta be a little more crisp off the tee to get a birdie here on hole 5. Hole 6 is a pretty straightforward dual option par 3. 327 feet. There is kind of a faux gap up the middle. No one really takes that though. I'm gonna go backhand on the right side with the mid-range. Well, with my fresh Optimus compass here, flat, let it fade late. A little low, but it scooted up there nicely. Definitely going to be on the easier third of the course to score on, so hole you want to grab. Hole 7 is one of the signature par 4s out here. It's got an old road on the left, separating the golf course from the disc golf course. Dual option fairway. I'm going to take the left gap here with the fairway driver, try to let it drift to the right the whole flight. Spinning on my trusty Explorer here. A little heavy on the turn, didn't get the distance I'd like, but we're in the gap on the right side. Ideally, I'd like another 100 feet off this drive. Probably got about 400 to go. A little forehand flex shot. Ooh, nice little curl up off the side slope there. I think I got a edge of circle 1 putt. Oh, tickled left chain on a long look. Once again, gotta be crisp off the tee out here on these 2-shot holes if you want birdies. Hole 8's the last real easy opportunity to get a birdie here. 350 feet, a little bit of downhill. Gonna play in the 325 range. Pioneer on a flat backhand. A little wide, but the canopy was forgiving, kicked me over. Gotta clean it up on the tee. I'm doing a lot too much work on the greens here. Final hole of the front 9. Hole 9 shapes up for a nice power forehand. 372 feet. You gotta push it out straight, a little bit of fade late. Probably plays more like 400. Whipping out a forehand with my drive here. Oh yeah, nice little skip there. Should be a pretty close putt. I'd say inside 20. I don't often park this one. Definitely a good birdie to pick up, especially with the forehand. Takes a lot of power. Here we are on the back 9, the harder to score of the 2 9s here at Roy G. Guerrero. Hole 10s are one true tunnel shot on the course, playing 370 feet, slightly down the hill. Perfect for a nice firm mid-range. Gonna play it nice and flat with my opto compass. A little bit of fade late here isn't bad. That's the open side of the green. Nice, count on the backboard trees on the left. This should be a close putt. Starting the back 9 with birdie. Hole 11, one of the trickier par 4s out here. I'd say probably in the top 4 hardest to score on holes. 777 feet, effectively dead straight. There's a slight rise throughout the fairway. I'm gonna play the right side with the distance driver, nice and flat. Pulling on my beat-in drive here. Little bug just hit me there. Yeah, it was a well-timed release there, right where I want to be. Roy G is one of those courses where you think you throw a great shot, you get up there, you're right on the base of a tree. I like to call it Roy Treed. You don't want to be there. This is going to be an awkwardly contorting throw here. I'm going to step to the left side of that tree, lean out to the right and try to throw it. Kind of have to dodge this tree in my run-up, so let's see how acrobatic we actually are. Well, my body's safe. I've got an easy par, maybe a chip in for birdie. It's a win-win. Why am I always tagging it over right? Pretty simple par here. Hole 12 always holds a special place in my heart. It was the first ever hole that I played in a sanctioned round of disc golf. 335-foot hyzer skip shot for a right-hand backhand. The tee is covered with these poor harvester ants, and I'm sorry for the ones that are about to get crunched when I spin my foot here. I'm used to sweeping boxes off for dust or sand, but never harvester ants. Oh, caught that last guardian tree. 45-footer. Time to knock one in. There we go. Left side reining me in. Caught those guardian trees, rolled over to the other ones. Nice little straddle putt. Hole 13 plays eerily similar to hole 4 for me, just minus a little bit of a trough created by the terracing. Slight turnover shot. I like to rip on a mid-range here. Going with my beat-in compass. A little too flat out of the hand, another long putt. Time to stop painting the edge of the circle and put it inside. Whoops, no. Hole 14 is the first of 2 back-to-back tough par 4s. 801 feet, throw it straight off the tee, a little bit of bend right. Oh, a little too high. Gonna take a long shot for birdie there, but should be an easy par. Caddy calls for a standstill roller. On the side, but we made a lot of progress. Definitely not a hole that'll allow you 4 sloppy shots without taking a bogey. 15's another tough one. 790 feet, you gotta go straight off the tee, a little bit of bend left. Kind of put it on the walking path. Going with my Rive here. A little low off the tee. There's birdie opportunity from there. Hopefully there's not a tree in my swing though. A lot of progress, but caught a tree late. I'm hitting metal from everywhere, I just can't get it in the bucket. I like to call these back-to-back tough par fours the gauntlet. Make it through here at par or under, you're grabbing strokes on everybody. Jacket came off, getting a little warm out here, moving quick. Hole 16's 400-foot par 3. Fly it straight for about 330 feet, let it fade for the last 70. Good one to get going into the tough last two. I've been loving the skip of these Opto X Ballista Pros. Gonna play this one firm and flat, let it do the rest of the work. Oh my gosh, that thing is zoomed on the skip over there. Should be a park job. Whew, snuck that birdie here. 16's a good one to get. Got a nice crowd in the back. Here on hole 17, another one of those signature holes. This one has the beautiful vista of the city in the background. Also got the lake there. Just under 400 feet on a little bit of a mounted green. You got a dual option. I like the left side, it's a little bigger. Apparently since I left, they now let people drive their cars here and live at Roy G, so how much is right? I don't know, let's see. Forehand Rive here down the left side. Oh, it caught edge and skipped back. Rarely do the forehands make it pin high here. A birdie on 17, always a treat. I'm so glad this was recently trimmed up. And the trees block the view. It's kind of a robbery. Such an amazing place to play disc golf. Always happy to grab one here on 17. Got to soak up a view of the city. It's just such a wonderful place to play disc golf. I can't wait till we get a disc golf pro tour here. Here we are on the final hole of one of my favorite courses I've ever played. To me, the most beautiful and challenging track in Texas in terms of fairness, good challenge of distance and accuracy. Finishing off the par 4. This one's 831 feet. You really want to fly it as far as you can off the tee. It takes a lot of distance to get a birdie here. Smashing my Rive on some hyzer here. Yeah, flipped up just how I want. Should have probably 390 or less to the pin. Another one on the backside there. My discs are getting huge flares. That dry winter ground's providing a lot of ground play out here at Roy G. It's a nice surprise. All she wrote for day 17 of Vlogmas at one of my favorite courses I've ever played here in my hometown of Austin, Texas, Roy G. Guerrero. If you're ever in the area, it's the first course I'm going to recommend you come check out. Beautiful canopied fairways, a lot of wildlife, grass covering the forest floor. Just a gorgeous place to be. Thanks for joining. Make sure to like and subscribe. We'll see you on day 18.